From childhood, we have all heard about the Bermuda Triangle. We've always known it as the most terrifying place on Earth. But over time, people have discovered that there are many other places in the world that are even more dangerous and mysterious than the Bermuda Triangle. For thousands of years, horrifying incidents have occurred in these places. People who go there often never return. So, let's take a journey far away from the noise of the city and explore these isolated death traps. Poveglia Island. This small island is located between Venice and Lido in northern Italy. It is often called the Ghost Island or the Island of No Return. There is an abandoned mental hospital here, where horrifying chemical experiments were reportedly conducted during the 1920s. Around 600 years ago, when the plague spread across Europe as a deadly pandemic, killing nearly one-third of the continent's population, this island was used as a quarantine site. Anyone showing symptoms of the plague was brought here and left behind. Countless people were buried in mass graves, while many others were burned alive to prevent the spread of infectious diseases. The island's dark history is so disturbing that many Europeans still fear visiting it. Ruined Island. This island is one of the 40 islands in the Marshall Islands of the Pacific Ocean. It was created from nuclear waste during the Cold War between the United States and Russia. Today, only 3 out of the 40 islands in the Marshall Islands are considered safe for living, and only about 650 people reside here. The sea level surrounding the island rises every day, creating a constant threat of flooding. Scientists predict that by 2100, the island could be completely submerged. Massive craters from nuclear bomb tests still scar the island, and many of them are now used to store radioactive waste, raising fears of future environmental disasters. South Island. This volcanic island covers 18 square kilometers and is located about 50 kilometers south of St. Martin. Many call it the Queen. It rises about 877 meters high and has a population of around 1,800 people. Its fertile land is covered with lush greenery, and every house on the island is painted white with red roofs. Small wells beside homes help meet water needs. There is only one road connecting the island. Despite its beauty, Saba's terrifying side is its exposure to violent storms. Over the past 12 years, about 64 hurricanes have passed over it. At any time, the island could also face the risk of sinking beneath the sea. Ashima Island, Japan. In 1885, the Japanese company Mitsubishi discovered coal beneath this deserted island after digging about 2,190 meters underground. They purchased the island in 1890. At that time, coal was the main source of energy, and the island produced nearly 410,000 tons of coal annually. However, as coal usage declined, the island was abandoned. Within just 3 months of the coal mine shutting down, everyone left. Since then, it has become known as a ghost island. St. Kilda, United Kingdom. St. Kilda is a remote island group located in the Atlantic Ocean. It lies about 163 kilometers west of Scotland's coast. Its population is only around 100 people, and since 1851, it has likely never exceeded 180 residents. Most people living there now are government workers or researchers. The islands contain many ancient structures and relics left behind by former inhabitants, many of which were later preserved by UNESCO. Tristan da Cunha, South Africa region. This is one of the most isolated inhabited islands on Earth. It is located about 1,514 miles from St. Helena. To reach it, one must take a 15-hour flight followed by a 6-day boat journey. Surprisingly, despite its remoteness, around 242 people live there. Tourism is only allowed during a specific time each year, and the island can only be accessed by sea. Rock Island. If the name makes you imagine a paradise, think again. This island is one of the most inaccessible places in the world. It is located about 270 meters off the coast of Ireland and rises 65 feet above sea level. It is considered one of the 7 most dangerous islands in the world. Interestingly, some people jokingly claim it is the easiest place on Earth to launch a trip to the moon. Yake Island. The most terrifying thing about this island is its toxic gases. At one point, anyone arriving here without protection could die simply from breathing. It lies about 180 kilometers from Tokyo, Japan. Another danger is its active volcano, which erupts frequently. Over the past 500 years, there have been at least 13 major eruptions. The most devastating occurred in 1940, killing 11 people. Papua New Guinea. It is hard to find someone who has never heard of Papua New Guinea. Around 700 different languages and cultures coexist here. However, traveling here can be extremely risky. Violent crime can happen unexpectedly, and the island is constantly affected by natural disasters such as heavy rain, floods, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions. Ash from volcanoes often fills the sky, causing flight cancellations. One of the most fascinating tribes here is the Korowai tribe, sometimes associated with stories of cannibalism, though many locals insist these are myths spread by outsiders. Howland Island. Though small in size, Howland Island is one of the most mysterious islands in the Pacific Ocean. It is an uninhabited coral island formed over thousands of years by the accumulation of marine skeletons. It became famous in 1937 when aviator Amelia Earhart mysteriously disappeared while attempting to reach it. She was never found. These islands prove that the world holds places far more mysterious and terrifying than the Bermuda Triangle. Some are haunted by history, some threatened by nature, and others remain unsolved mysteries to this day.